All right, what is going on, guys? I wanted to quickly make this video. I actually thought about it in the shower, and I was like, fuck it, let me make a video on this. So this is going to be raw, unedited. So excuse me if I fuck up on any of my words. No, there's no editing in this bitch or any... You get the point. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about is I see a lot of people not being able to see any progress in day trading. And it all comes down... Shit. And it all comes down to a couple key components that I'm not going to talk about all of them, just because if I do talk about all of them, we're going to be here for fucking 2-3 hours. And honestly, I have shit to do and I don't want to fucking talk about it right now. But I can in the next video if I do one of these again. But the main problem that a lot of day traders face and they're not able to see any progress in day trading is they're, you guys, the unprofitable ones, are treating the shit as a fucking casino. You guys are just sitting there, just, I need to win. I need to win. Oh, I don't care about risk management or anything. That's what you guys are doing. You have to understand that the market is there to beat you, right? And when you are able to beat the market and hit a winning trade, you should feel accomplished because it's not easy. And for anyone who says it is, what the fuck? Hold on. And anyone who says it is easy to beat the market, bro, like the shit is made to fucking take all your money. On it, if we have to be realistic, it's made to take all your money and make you continue depositing in more money and just you to be the liquidity. That's what it is. But a lot of people are stuck on, I guess you could say, eval jail, right? Because they're not seeing any progress. They think that their strategy doesn't work, and they don't know what the fuck is going on, and they think day trading is a scam. So, first of all, we all know that the statistic of day trading, 98% of day traders fail. I'm going to change that statistic to 95 because that is not the case. There's a lot of people that were able in the past years to, actually achieve in day trading. So, first of all, these 98% or 95% of day traders, they don't fail. They give up. And the reason they give up is because they're stuck in the same cycle of buying evals, blowing them, buying evals, blowing them, buying an eval, getting to the funded stage, blowing it, and not getting a payout. Actually, I believe Top Step just came out with their what was it? About how many people, bought an eval, passed it, got their first payout. And I think it was under 1% of people who got funded got a payout. It's not fucking rocket science, and it's not that hard to pass an eval and get funded. But to get a payout is different, right? And the problem a lot of day traders face and the reason why they don't see any progress is because when you guys get to the funded stage, you're like, well, dude, oh no, I gotta make this money, dude. I gotta make this money. Let me over risk real quick and hopefully I can hit a 1 to 2. And then you get fucking stopped out because you're entering into a trade with fucking 3 minis. You're entering into a trade with 3 fucking minis. And then when you get stopped out, you blow the account and you're back in eval jail. Huh. The only time you should not be worrying about money, actually, in general, you shouldn't be worried about money. But the time you should let your nuts hang like that is when you're on an eval and you're trying to pass it. You should be passing evals in 2-3 days, a week max. That's honestly how it is. You shouldn't be having a monthly subscription on evals, paying 60-70 bucks a month for evals. Like, bro, why are you doing that? Why don't you risk that bitch real quick on 3 minis and then get funded, and then de-risk and go over to micros? But no, nobody has that fucking IQ. Everyone's lacking that IQ, I guess. So yeah, a lot of you guys are treating day trading as a fucking casino or a get rich quick scheme. And like I said, if you guys treat it like that, the market will humble you. I mean, until you realize it, you're gonna keep getting fucked by the market. You're gonna keep losing. You're gonna keep being in eval jail, and you're not gonna see any progress. Now, moving over to the funded stage, when you're funded, right? Let's say how to go about getting your first payout. Are you gonna be risking 3% of the account? No, you're not gonna be risking 3% of the account. Why? Because you've already passed the eval, right? Let's say it took you 2 days to pass the eval and you're profitable on paper trading. Now, the same risk management you use during paper trading, you're going to implement that to your funded stage, right? So you're going to be risking max 1 to 2%, depends. On the eval, you should not be using any risk management. On the eval, it's fucking pass the eval or get sent back to the dashboard and buy another one, because as soon as you spend that money on an eval, it's already gone, bro. Why fucking care for it like a baby when you could just fucking let those nuts hang and pass it real quick? But anyways, on the funded stage, you should not be risking 3%, 2% max, right? Because that is the time where you could be making money, right? And when you get to that stage of being funded, a lot of people fall into the trap again of, oh, dude, I'm 2 days away from a payout. Let me just fucking risk $600 to hopefully make, 800 or 1,000. And then they fucking lose their trade because you can't win every single trade. And then they're like, fuck, I'm back in eval jail. No shit, bro. You're not using proper risk management. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect to happen? And another thing is, why are you treating it again, right? My bad. You just passed an eval, right? Why are you treating that funded account as an eval? That's what I don't understand. Is like, you were profitable. This is why I'm putting in quotations on paper trading, right? You're able to use proper risk management. You're able to hit some target you set for yourself. You went over to an eval, you passed that eval, but then you completely forgot about risk management and all that other shit on a funded account. And now you're doing the same bullshit and you wonder why you're stuck in the same process, in the same loop, and you're not seeing any success. And I wanted to do some calculations really quick to show you how easy it is to honestly make money from the market, right? And I'm not saying easy like, oh, dude, just do this simple strategy and you'll make money, because that's every strategy pretty much works. There's people who trade support and resistance and are profitable. There's people who trade trend lines and they're profitable. There's people that just trade regular ICT and are profitable. So it doesn't come down to your strategy. It comes down to the attachment to money, the emotions that are attached to that money that you could possibly make. So let's say you're funded, right? Let's say you get your first payout. Now, with that first payout, it's going to be a couple $100. It's going to be probably a couple thousand. It's not going to be 10,000. It'll probably be fucking 2,000-3,000. What are you going to do with that money? Are you going to go blow it at the mall? No. Are you going to go to the fucking club and buy a sign and all that and try to post it on your Instagram? No. You know what you're going to do? You're going to reinvest all that money, right? So let's say you got a $2,000 payout on a $50K funded account. Pretty doable, right? You got a $2K payout on a $50K funded. You're going to buy, let's see. So 50Ks are around $70. Okay. So you have 3,500. Wait, I did the math wrong. Let's say 5 times 70. So 5 funded accounts times 70 is $350. So that 2K payout that you got, you're going to spend $350 on challenges, right? You're going to copy trade all of them. You're going to risk heavy because you're on an eval and you want to get it over with and, get to the funded stage. When you do that and you get over to the funded stage, this is where proper risk management comes into play, because with all these calculations I'm about to do, you're going to see how much money you can actually make based on 250K funded, right? 5 funded accounts and they're each 50K. That's fucking 250,000, unless I'm wrong. But anyways, so you get to the funded stage on those funded accounts, right? And you're not going to be risking 1%, okay? You do not want to be risking 1%. Let's say you're going to be risking $150 to $250, right? 1% on 50K is $500, so you're going to be risking 0.5%, right? We're going to put it at 250. So 250 times 5 is $1,250 a day, right? There's approximately 20 trading days in a month. Let's say nobody's gonna have a whole entire month of not winning. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I'm currently on track of having a no losing month, but that's beside the point. So 1,250. Let's say out of those 20 trading days, you're gonna win 10, right? You're gonna win 10. That's $12,500, right? All of those funded accounts, most of those funded accounts have a daily profit target to be able to request a payout of 100, 150 to 200. Actually, it's to 200 to get a payout. So we said, what was it? It was 1,250 times 10. 12,500. You meet all your profit targets, right? Because you're making that 150 a day, right? Plus on top. So like on Lucid, for example, Lucid 50K flex, you need to make 150 for 5 days. So that's around 750. Multiply that by 5 accounts, you get the point. And then also you need to have a minimum of $1,000 in the account to request 50% of your account balance. So that's 500. But we're going to talk about this. So in total, you're going to be making $12,500. Right? And let's say you can request 50% of that. This is what your payout's going to be. So we're going to, let's say you're going to request 50% of all the accounts. That is $6,250 in a fucking month from trading, right? And that's all because you use proper risk management. Because you risk $200 to $250 on a trade, right? And we did the math. You're not going to win every single trade. If you do, that's fucking amazing. I mean, we could do the math on this. Let's say you have a winning month, right? So 1,250 times 20, right? That's 25,000 fucking dollars. You divide that by 2, that's $12,000 a month that you could be making. But nobody's going to have a winning month. And if you do have a winning month, congrats. But usually everyone's going to take some losses in the month. So again, going back to that $6,000 payout in a month. $6,000 in a month from just payouts, bro, off 5 accounts. All because you're treating the shit as a business, right? You're not risking heavy. You're risking fucking 0.5%. Like, bro, it's just... It's honestly not that hard when you understand, your strategy and you're not FOMOing into trades and you're using proper risk management. It's not that fucking hard. But what you have to understand is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. And if you think it is, the market will humble you if it hasn't humbled you already. I mean, especially, bro, like so my first funded account that I passed, right? I passed it on a Friday. And on Monday morning, when market opened, guess what happened to that funded account? Because I wanted to make $200 and request a payout. Because this was back on CFDs. I fucking lost it. I lost my funded account. I passed it on Friday, and then I blew my funded account on Monday. Why? Because I wasn't using proper risk management. And I was attached to the money. My emotional attachment to the money, I was just like, bro, just $200 and I can pass and I can get a payout. Fuck no. The market humbled me. So boom, sent me back to eval jail. I was in the dashboard buying another account. Blew that one. Blew another eval. And I was just stuck in the same cycle, all because I was treating the shit as a casino and gambling it and trying to win big. That's the problem, is you guys want to win big. I'm sorry, bro. It doesn't work. I understand if you're on an eval. Fuck that, bro. Fucking let them nuts hang, like I said. Let them nuts hang and, pass the eval in 2-3 days. But when you're on funded, treat this shit as a business, right? Don't be risking the whole account. Don't be risking 1%. Don't be risking 2%. It honestly comes down to that. You guys saw what you can do with 5 accounts, 50K, and you're spending $350 out of your 2K payout that you got. You're spending fucking $350 on funded accounts. It's honestly crazy what day trading can do. And we did the math. $6,000 and you only have 10 winning days. It's fucking crazy. So, yeah, that's honestly the video for today. I wanted to just talk about, why you guys can't break out of the cycle. So let me sum it down real quick and give you a quick recap. You guys can't break out of the cycle, and the reason why you guys, keeping the, bro, are you fucking serious? The reason why you guys are in the same cycle and in that same loop is because you guys are treating the shit as a casino and you're gambling and you're just clicking the button. You're like hoping you win big, but that's not the case, bro. So with this video, I hope you guys actually take action and honestly learn from your mistakes, because if you don't, you're going to get humbled real quick by the market. The market is there to beat you. And when you're able to beat the market, you should feel happy, you should feel accomplished, but that doesn't mean you're the best trader alive, because there's other traders who have winning months, no losses, but they are using proper risk management, and they know if they lose a trade, it doesn't mean that their strategy sucks or something's off. It's just a part of the process. In order to be able to win, you need to be able to take losses and understand that not every single trade is going to play out the way you want it to. So yeah. So that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you guys like these type of videos, I'll probably do more. Again, this was one of the points. I have other points on it that, day trading is a skill. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's the same thing as when you're younger, you can, when you're learning how to ride a bike, it's a skill, bro, that you have to keep on practicing until you get good at it. So yeah, we can talk about that another time. That's pretty much it for today. If you haven't, subscribe, go follow the social medias. If you want more videos like this, drop it in the comments, or join Traders Corner. I do these type of motivational speeches with my students in Traders Corner, and I will see you guys on Monday, which is tomorrow. Market opens. Let's see the news, honestly. Let's see. Forex Factory. I believe we have. So no news on Monday. No news on Tuesday. Wednesday we have President Trump speaks, but that's fucking during Asian session. Unemployment claims on Thursday, and we have Friday for PPI. So like we talked about, you guys want a passive funded account, right? And you've proven to yourself that you're profitable on paper trading, and you want to be stuck, and you want to be out of eval jail. PPI is your chance, right? That doesn't mean fucking full port the whole account, but you can get half of it done, and then you can get half of it done, the other half for the whole week. So yeah. Anyways, we are at 20 minutes, so I'm probably just gonna get off. I gotta go to the gym. I got some work to do, and yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably a trade recap, honestly.